Community-centered, community-supported. Alaska Public Media.
You really don't get a sense of how huge it is until you're down here and looking
and it's
around.
small.
We start in the port's office building on the main terminal, next to where the port's main users, Matson and Todt, conduct their business.
Let me kind of walk you through.
As Port Director Steve Rebuffo explains, those companies can't pause operations while the port is under construction.
We can't just ask the people that are coming here now to go find someplace else to go and come back when we're done. Because, well, number one, there is no place else for them to go. The challenge was, how do we keep enough of the old open while we're building the new?
Step one was to move the port's petroleum and cement terminal, and in May, the first ships started to dock there. Now that's opening up room to start working on the first new dock.
This is the kind of vessel that Matson brings in.
These new docks will be wider and sturdier, with larger cranes closer to industry standards. Rebuffo says that's in part because the current docks aren't big enough for many of Matson's ships.
The booms on these only go out so far. They're far enough to cover the width of this vessel. But anything bigger, even in their inventory, when it comes here, they either have to load it so that they don't have to reach all the way to the other end, or if they do, they've got to pull it away from the dock, turn it around, come back in.
I imagine carries its own set of risks anytime you're moving in and out.
Every time you move something that big, as close to something this old, there's always risk.
And that's the other main reason for the rebuild. The port is old, and as U.S. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg noted in a recent visit, it's deteriorating.
The infrastructure that this port depends on is very much in urgent need of update. The original terminals were constructed before many of us were born, and for after the better part of a century, as we've seen firsthand in today's visit, their very foundations are beginning to corrode and come apart.
Buttigieg noted a nearly $70 million grant the port received from his department in 2022. Overall, the modernization project boasts a price tag approaching $2 billion.
It's another old pile, it's a permitting thing, it's a cost thing.
But despite the cost, Rebuffo says the port sees relatively little traffic, at least compared to the lower 48.
We get a utilization rate on the dock we have now of less than 40%, which means 60% of the time we're looking out the window and there's nothing going on down there, because you don't need any more than that to support the population.
The number seems low, and with Alaska's population growth slowing or even reversing, Rebuffo says port activity isn't likely to increase anytime soon. The upgrades, though, aren't to expand, but to stay viable.
We've got to upgrade what we have, because this is not state of the industry. It is getting harder and harder every year to find parts to fix these.
An investment now to carry Alaska into the future for years to come. In Anchorage, I'm Lori Townsend.